Good morning, good morning. Today's Monday, it's 7:11 a.m. I got an offer from DoorDash to go to CVS and shop for one item and then go to McDonald's and deliver both both items to the same customer. I'm gonna get $9.75 for 5.2 miles. The temperature right now is 91 degrees. The high today is supposed to be, I think, 112, I think. It's going to be really hot. Hoping I can finish my day early. But if not, I will just work until 12 o'clock and just keep on going until 12 and get that $50. So just have to wait and see what happens. But that's the goal. And I put the app on this morning at 6:45, so 30 minutes, around almost 30 minutes. I was at home waiting for an offer to come in. And I'm currently doing the strategy where I'm only paying attention to all the numbers for the miles before the decimal point. So this one is 5.2 miles. So this would normally be only acceptable if I was getting paid $10.40. But now I'm only paying attention to the first digit. So I took this offer because it was almost $10. That's why I took it. So it's 25 cents below the minimum. Because really they should be paying me $10 for this job. But they're not. So I'm getting shortchanged 25 cents. But I figured, well, just go ahead and do it. Why not do it? It's money, and it's going to get me closer to the $50 goal. And maybe I'll get another assignment before I have to dead mile all the way back home. So fingers crossed. We'll just have to wait and see how that goes and how it all works out. And I'm not in a super enthusiastic mood to work today, but I figured, just keep it going, keep the pattern going. Because it seems like because of my new strategy, it looks like I'm going to be able to put out a video every day again. So I thought, well, that's good. I thought, at least now that'll help that part of my hobbies, of my two hobbies. And because I want to be able to keep putting out the videos. Oh my gosh, I'm going to the wrong location. Whoops. I wasn't paying attention to the navigation, so now I'm going even further away than where I'm supposed to be going. Gosh darn it. What a dodo head I am. Unbelievable. I thought I was going to the Walgreens on Green Valley, so I wasn't even paying attention to the navigation. Oh dear. So now I'm kind of going out of my way. I probably am going about a quarter of a mile out of my way to get to this CVS. Gosh darn it. My bad. So now it's going to be even more miles. It's probably more like 10 and a half to 10 and 3/4. I mean, 5 and a half to 5 and 3/4 miles to get there. Whoops. I don't think it's going to make a difference time-wise because it's so slight. But, I don't know what I was thinking. But, oh well. It's the first one of the day. I just woke up, so it happens. Sometimes when I'm doing these videos, I really get thrown off on what I'm doing. Because I usually will have the screen capture up for what the offer is, and so I'm not seeing the navigation. I'm seeing the offer only, like a picture of the offer on my phone. And so I'm not seeing the navigation. And then finally when I toggled back, that's when I realized, oh shoot, I'm not going to the right place. So, or at least I wasn't driving in the wrong direction. So in general, I'm going the right direction. I'm going to make a left here at the light coming up. At the corner here, there's a Walgreens, and that's where I thought I was going, but I'm not. So, not this Walgreens here, but coming up on the right-hand side is gonna be the CVS. So, in point 0.8 miles. So I'm still okay. I don't know what I'm shopping for. Let's see if I can see it. It looks like I'm just gonna pick up a pack of toothpaste, and that's it. So it looks like it's gonna be real simple. I just don't know if it's a travel size toothpaste or if it's the full size toothpaste. So those are in different sections in the store. But I'll know once I get a little bit closer to CVS. Once I'm closer to CVS, I'll be able to see a big picture of the item, and that will be able to clearly show me whether or not it's the little tiny travel toothpaste, which is at the far end of the store, or it's the regular size, which is closer to the checkout stand. I think I turned here. No, next one. Arrived at store. Start the shopping. Don't send them a message. It is the travel size one they want. Oh no. They may not have it. Whenever it's the travel size, there's usually problems. Well, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna park here. We'll go on in and see what we find. This is it. Just this little tiny thing of toothpaste. We're out of here. Shopping experience. No problems at all. Now we're going to drive 1.7 miles. A 4-minute drive. We're going to be going to McDonald's next. Let's hope I go to the right McDonald's. Now that I have the navigation up, I think I'm going to be in a much better situation than I was for this one. And there was nobody inside of CVS. I was the only customer in there. I never saw another human being. I did hear some movement inside of the store, but I never saw another human being when I was in there. And the app told me exactly where what aisle the travel size toothpaste was in, and it was to my immediate right, all the way to the back, and they have the whole travel section against the wall on my right, and they had plenty of them in stock. So it was a real simple one. I think I was inside that store for 90 seconds maybe, and I was out. So very, very easy shopping experience. Now comes McDonald's. Now we have to wonder, is McDonald's gonna have the food ready when I get there? Or am I going to have to just stand around for 5 to 10 minutes waiting to pick up the food? So we'll see what happens at this McDonald's. And the one I'm going to is the one on Windmill and Eastern. And that one, usually they never have it ready. There's usually nobody even at the counter. You walk up to the counter and there's nobody there. And so you just stand there and stand there until somebody makes eye contact with you, and then they say last 3, which is what are the last 3 digits of the order number, and then you tell them, and then they give it to you. Oh man, what a terrible driver. God, these Tesla drivers are the worst. He was driving like he was trying to wait until the last second to get into my lane, and then at the last second he slams his brakes on, throws his left turn blinker on, and cuts left. But he doesn't just cut left, he swerves the car out to the right towards me and then turns left. Oh man, people are just so messed up. I tell you guys these stories every day. It's the life of a delivery driver, the things that happen here every day. The temperature now is 93 degrees. I have 3.7 miles on the car. I'm getting 63 miles to the gallon. It's 7:23 a.m. So far, everything's moving along just fine. We're on our way to being $9.75 richer. Every delivery is the same story. You're like, just get the money, put it in your bank. Next one, get the money, put it in your bank. Try to not get in a car accident. Try not to lose your cool. Try not to let anything bother you, and then the day's over. Rinse and repeat. That's a lot. The only thing that makes this job different every day is you just never know, where you're going to end up, and then you have these occasional encounters with people or animals, and then you have, you have that unique experience. That's kind of really, and then the weather. Those are really the only things that make the day different. Otherwise, a lot of times, this job feels like Groundhog Day sometimes. Not that I really mind that, because it keeps it less stressful. If it was every day was 100% different, it would be really stressful. We're pulling up here to McDonald's. Hit the arrive at store button. Let's see. There's somebody parked in the delivery parking spot. I think I'll park over here because I don't want to get trapped with the people in the drive-thru. All right, let's go. It was a 3-minute wait. Photo of the receipt. Done. Confirm. Let's get going, shall we? 3-minute drive, just 1 mile. It's a house, it's a leave at the door. Not too shabby at all. So just like I thought, it wasn't ready, and I had to just stand there and stare at the people in the back until somebody made eye contact with me. And then they brought the order out, and that was it. And there was another delivery driver that came in to the McDonald's, and their order was already sitting on the bookshelf. It was an older gentleman, and he seemed to be new at doing delivery, and he picked it up, and then he just stood there for a while. He wasn't sure what to do. And I think he was there for about a minute, and he was typing stuff in his phone, like trying to figure out how to work the app to to confirm the pickup and all that stuff. And then he left. I think that was the only unusual thing that happened inside of McDonald's. But it looked pretty busy, and I was glad I parked far away, because when I exited, the cars in the drive-thru lane were blocking all the people that were parked near the McDonald's. So it worked to my benefit to have parked far from the McDonald's, or outside of the parking lot area that always gets blocked in by people who are going through the drive-thru. So that worked out just fine. And now we're just going to be dropping off both of these orders to the same customer. Is it a leave at the? Yeah, it's just a leave at the door. So it should be pretty simple. And the drop-off spot's going to be right near the Vaughn's grocery store. So maybe I'll get another order right away. Turn left here. There's no house here. Oh, it must be for a business. There's no houses here. This isn't taking me on a wild goose chase. Let's see. Am I being taken on a wild goose chase? The answer is yes. I'm on a wild goose chase. The house is not here. Yeah, the house is not here. It's on the other side. So I've got to go back. Fantastic. Unbelievable. Now I'm putting even more miles on the car. I've got to go back. Can I get out going this way? The navigation took me to the wrong place. Oh my God, I'm just continuing to waste miles, let me tell you. Sucks. Hardcore. Even now, I'm not sure if I'm going to end up in the right place. It looks like this is the way to get to the house, is if I go back here and make a right. But I'm not 100% sure. So irritating. I think I can turn here, maybe? Uh-oh, my navigation just changed. There it goes. Oh, wait, no, that's a cul-de-sac. I can't turn there. Oh, no. I'm being led on a wild goose chase. How do I get in there? Oh, my gosh. These are all cul-de-sacs. One of these has got to get to that house. One of these darn roads. What a mess. If I can't get to this house from this way, I'm gonna really be upset. There's the street. There's the street name. Okay, so I'm on the right track now. Oh my goodness, what's the address? Okay, the navigation still says I'm in the wrong place, but I'm not. It's not that one. Let's see, is it this one? Is it this one? No. Is it this one? No, it's not that one either. Well, where is it? Uh-oh. Don't tell me they put the wrong address. Let me go back around. I don't see their address. Is it that one? No. Boy, these numbers do not go in a normal order. Oh, man, here it is over here. Even the address numbers don't line up properly. They're all wacky. All right, we're here. Good gravy. This job's always trying to test my patience. Thank you. Wow, I could not believe how many extra miles I had to put on my car for this job. That was just so wrong. I'm following the navigation to get to this location, and it takes me to basically where businesses are. Then I just have to figure out, well, based on where it was, basically like on the other side of the wall where the businesses were on that street. So then I had to just figure out, well, let me try to figure out what side street's going to get me to that house. And all the streets on my right when I made my turn were cul-de-sacs. I was like, oh, how do I get over there? So I finally found this street and I went down it. And then when I went down that street, normally the numbers go in order. So I saw a house, and then the next house, the number went higher and higher and higher. And I thought, oh, it's going to come up next. And it didn't. It was the very first house all the way back going the other way. I don't know who numbered those houses, but they numbered them wrong. And now I guess for all eternity, those houses will be numbered wrong. Well, anyway, that's over with. And I've never delivered to that house before, so that was a first. All right, so now we got 6.4 miles on the car. So That tells you right there. This job was not a 5 point. What was it? What was the stupid job? This was supposed to be a 5.2. So it turned out to be a mile more than what was quoted. And all because the app didn't know what the heck it was doing, that we got a mile more on this job. So this job actually I should have been paid $12 for on based on my criteria, and I only got $9 and $9.75. So not a great first one for miles, but for money it was fine. Because the time is only 9:37, so I've only been out here for about 30 minutes, and I made that 9 something. So it's about $20 an hour, or 19. I'm making $19 and probably 75 cents an hour. So that's okay. And now I've got about $40 in change to go to get to my $50 goal. Temperature now is 94 degrees. It's a bit breezy, but not windy. I'm getting 67 miles to the gallon, and traffic right now is okay. It's not too bad at the moment. It's flowing. And the app is quiet. We're not getting any work. So more than likely, I'm going to end up back at home waiting for another one. It looks like today's going to be quiet in the morning. Maybe at lunchtime it'll pick up. But for right now, it's pretty gosh darn slow. And yeah, just gotta make sure I just kind of just stay upbeat. Try to make sure I stay focused, so I don't lose the motivation and turn the app off. And then nothing too exciting is going on at home. Let's see. I tried out a new recipe, or a new box of blueberry muffin mix yesterday. I didn't really care for it. It was a Duncan Hines Dolly Parton blueberry muffin mix. I normally get the Krusty's blueberry muffin mix because it comes with canned blueberries inside of the package. So they're like, they're as fresh, almost fresh blueberries. And this Dolly Parton one, when I opened it up, it had just freeze-dried blueberries just thrown into the powdered mix. So I didn't really care for that. I'm like, well, I don't really like that. And then for the Krusty's blueberry muffin mix, I add instead of vegetable oil, I use avocado oil, which makes them healthy, or healthier. And but this Dolly Parton mix, it says that you have to use butter. So and vegetable oil. So I use butter and avocado oil. And then it also came with like a streusel mix, to make like the crumble on top. So that sounded pretty good. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna follow this recipe. I'm gonna make these muffins and see if they're any good. So I made them, and then I tried them out, and to me, they didn't taste as good. They tasted spongy. The texture was spongy. It didn't have like a nice moist bread taste that I like. The texture I didn't really care for the texture of them. And they tasted extra sweet. Like they threw in so much damn sugar into this mix that it overpowers all the flavor of the blueberries and of the bread. Like there's only one thing you taste when you bite into it, just pure sugar. So yeah, so I won't be getting the Dolly Parton blueberry muffin mix again. I'm going back to Krusty's, because that's just the one I like. And I think that was the only new thing that happened. There really is not a whole heck of a lot going on right now. I was worried about how hot it's getting, and I was trying to think of what kind of emergency plan could I put into action if there's a power failure. So I have one of those backup energy devices. It's like a giant battery, and you can plug stuff into it, and it would keep power in one of the refrigerators for a while, for a few hours. So I thought, well, that's good. Well, that will help keep some food from spoiling if the power went out. And then I thought, well, how would I stay cool if the power went out, because then the air conditioning wouldn't work, and the house would get to like the house inside would get to like 105 inside without the air conditioner running. So I just realized that the only choice I would have would be to flee to my car, my vehicle, and just keep the air running in my car, and I would have to sleep in my car. So then I was thinking, how can I fit an air mattress into my car so I can sleep inside my car? Oh boy. So these are the kinds of things that happen when you get old. If something happens, like I've never thought of these things before, but now that you're older, these are the things you think about when you get old. It's almost like this almost explains why old people get so eccentric in their old age, and they start building booby traps in their houses, and they get all kinds of survival gear, thinking the end of the world is coming. This is the trait that old people get. I really think that something happens to the brain when you're older, and you start to think about eccentric things like that can cause you to do things like hoarding. Like you can become a hoarder in old age, or you become a recluse. You become antisocial and you hide from the world. And why you go to some people's homes and they look like a time machine, like they're back in another time. I think something happens to the brain when you get older, and this is what starts to occur. I'm like, oh, it's starting to happen to me. $7.06 for 5 miles. Yeah. I got the next offer from Uber Eats. I'm gonna go to Rachel's Kitchen. I'm gonna get $8.91 for 2.3 miles. The time right now is 8:36 a.m. I was at home for an extremely long amount of time, and I ended up just having an early lunch. Who eats lunch at 8:30 in the morning? That's what I want to know. So I had my PB&J cottage cheese, and then I wolfed down a blueberry muffin because I talked about it earlier in the video, and that triggered me. And I really shouldn't have had a blueberry muffin, but I shoved it down. And now I'm sure I'm going to regret it later on. And so now I don't have to worry about being hungry later in the day, so that's good news. And then that's about all that happened. There wasn't a whole heck of a lot going on right now. For a Monday, it's just kind of status quo at the moment. I'm going to try to find a good front row parking spot when I get to Rachel's. Based on the time of day, I shouldn't have a problem getting a parking spot close to Rachel's Kitchen. So let's see what happens. The only thing that could prevent me would be if they're doing cleaning of the street near the main entrance, which they do all the time. So we'll see if they close the road here coming up. Do they have the little blockades out? No, I don't see any blockades, so it looks like I'm good. Yeah, people are parked. So I'm going to take a parking spot coming up here, and then, yeah, this is a perfect spot. And then let's go on and pick it up. No waiting on the order. DoorDash is reset. Verify the order, order verified, and complete the pickup. Alright, we're traveling 5 minutes, 1.1 miles. It's a house that's to leave at the door. Don't knock, and don't ring the bell. Dogs. Did you see those doggies that were out there? Those are cute dogs. They look like they reminded me of the kind of dogs you see rich people own. They're like giant poodles, and those are good dogs. I wouldn't mind having a doggy like that. I mean, I like little dogs in general, but they look like they were very well behaved, and I think if they're poodles like that, they live a long time, so that's also a plus. I don't know how people are able to have those animals that don't live very long. It'd be too traumatic for me. I like my animals to live as long as possible, so I'll have to deal with the trauma. So should they go too soon. And inside of Rachel's kitchen, there was nobody in there but one guy, and then my food was just sitting there on the counter, so I didn't have to wait at all. I just grabbed it and walked out. So far everything is great when it comes to the pickups so far. No problems really. And I guess we did have a little bit of a problem with that McDonald's one this morning, but it was not major. It was pretty much within the standard parameters of delivery pickups. And I currently have 10.8 miles on the car, and I'm getting 58 miles to the gallon. It's 95 degrees, and the time is 8:41. Oh, and once we drop this off, we'll almost have $20. Almost. It's like we got $9 and change for the last one, and then what are we getting for this one again? Let's see. We're getting almost $9 for this one. So 9 and 9. We're gonna have $18 after I drop this off. So I guess that's not too bad. I mean, per delivery, we're averaging about $9 a delivery on average. So that's a good average for deliveries. It's just not so great as far as, hurrying up and getting our money, because it's already going to be 9 o'clock. And on a good day, I hit $50 by 10:30 in the morning. On a good day. And that right now, it doesn't look like that's going to happen at all. It looks like we are way, way, way behind in reaching that goal. $7.05 for 8.5 miles. Yeah, it looks like we're really far behind on being done early. But as far as being on track for reaching the goal by noon, we're still on track. So that's all that really matters. As long as I can get my $50 by noon, I'll be happy with that. Even if I have these long legs in between assignments, that's okay. Because I have stuff to do at home, and I like catching my breath. I like being around the house and just enjoying myself, watching some shows until the next offer comes out. So it's all good. I don't think this would be good if I had a much higher dollar goal, because then I would really be struggling. On a day-to-day basis, I think most delivery drivers have to do more apps than just DoorDash and Uber Eats in general. In this area anyway. Or you have to be more loose with your restrictions on what offers you'll take. I know a lot of people do a combination of Walmart, Spark, DoorDash, Uber Eats, and other apps to make it all balance out, so they reach their much larger goal than what I have. And they probably work longer hours too. I mean, they definitely must work longer hours than I do. Mine's just like a 5-hour shift every day. A 5-hour window. It's not even really a shift. It's just like I just put myself on call for 5 hours. I don't actually work 5 hours. I usually only work like 2 to 3 hours a day is what I actually end up working. It's coming up on the ride here. Start looking number. It's right here. We have arrived. Put my hazards on. Let's drop it off. Thank you. Alright, that's all done. I was trying to figure out the best spot to put the food. They had something that looked like a little table to put stuff, so I'm like, is this where they want it? And then they saw they had one of those screen doors, so I was like, I don't know where to put it. So I thought, well, they probably would like their food not on the ground. A lot of people prefer to not be on the ground. So I said, well, I'll set the food on the little platform, and then the drinks I set on the ground because the drinks are more protected than the food. So I'm like, that makes sense. So that's what I did at that drop-off. And that was a good one. The miles were really low, which is awesome. And I've got only just 12 miles on the car now, so I'm in much better shape now than I was for that last delivery. That one turned out to only be $1 for every mile once I got home. But now I'm good, and now it's just it's not too long of a drive until I get back to home base. And traffic so far is light, and the street lights are behaving. I'm flowing along just fine here. The sun is strong. It's 96 degrees at 8:47 in the morning. I'm still getting good miles. I'm getting about 59 miles to the gallon. It's gonna be so hot today. I think they said 117, 118 today. Man, it's just unbelievable. I am so scared of how hot it's gonna be in July and August. I'm so scared we're gonna be stuck in the 120s all July and August, and what that would do to property. $2.33, 6 miles. The damage that could do if the heat stays really high day after day after day, things start to break. Air conditioners stop working, they start to break. You start to get damage to your roof, to the seams in the doors and the windows of your home. Your car overheats and starts to break down because day after day it's so hot. So I guess if it gets that dangerous, I'm gonna have to start working super early in the morning or when the sun goes down late at night. I don't think I'll be, I wake up at 2 in the morning. Maybe I should start working from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. Oh my God, imagine the kind of creepy orders I would get at that time, because most restaurants wouldn't even be open. $6, 7 miles. Yeah, most restaurants aren't open, so you wouldn't be able to make very much money. Oh, here come the cars. Here come the cars. We gotta go. This guy's going so slow. I got the next offer from Uber Eats. We're gonna go to Sprouts and shop for 10 items. I'm gonna get $14.55 for 4.3 miles. The time is 8:58 a.m. It's almost 9. And this is a good one. This is basically gonna take me into the 30s, probably the mid 30s, maybe low to mid 30s. So we are on track for a good day. So far the money is coming in just right. One more of these and it would be we'd almost be at $50, and we would be able to be done by 10:30 or reach the goal by 10:30. So things are looking up with this offer. This one is a real good boost to the pocketbook, and also to regenerate the number of total miles I'm going to put on the car, since the miles are super low. This is about a triple. This is $3 for every mile plus. So it's a good one. It's just going to take me a while to navigate through the store and get all the stuff that the customer needs. I don't know if items that are going to be bulky and heavy, like water, or if I'm going to have to order things from the deli, like salmon portions or chicken wings or whatever they have behind the deli counter. There could be some issues there, but hopefully not. I think those are the only things that really hold me up. Sometimes when the customers order those pre-made meals, that can be a pain because it's hard to find the pre-made meal that they want. So I get stuck trying to find it or find a substitution because they rarely ever have the item that they want. I'm gonna park it over here. My favorite parking spot. All right, let's go into Sprouts. Canned sardines, 4 of them. More sardines. This person likes sardines. Mackerel. Wow, that's a lot of fish. Ghee cooking spray. Some kind of cheese bread. Chicken flautas. Blueberry waffles. Boneless, skinless, organic thighs. Citrus herb salmon. I was trying to find the smoked oysters in the freezer section. And there where the canned meat was where I got the sardines, so back I go. Alright, I got the smoked oysters. I'm done. Okay. Gonna be going 3.3 miles, a 12-minute drive. And which way am I going? Oh, alright. We're going to be going 12-minute drive, 3.3 miles. It's a house. It's a leave at the door. Please leave it in front of the front door up the stairs. Excuse me, up the stairs. Alright. There was a new person working the register, and they were not as fast as the normal people that work the register, so it took a little bit longer at the checkout, but that was fine because the shopping was easy. The shopping went by real quick. Most of the items were in the canned tuna section. You saw the crazy sardines they got. God, can you imagine eating all those sardines? Oh, that's so gross. Who in the heck would eat that? This just sounds so unappetizing to eat. Somebody, I guess, likes sardines and mackerel and smoked oysters. God, that sounds disgusting. They probably read it somewhere on the internet that they'll live longer, and so that's why they're gonna eat it. They're like, well, I want to live longer. I'm a millionaire. We're going to McDonald Ranch where all the $1 million homes are, so a lot of people in there try to eat healthy because they don't want to die. They're very happy with their life with all the money they have, so they don't want to go. They're like, they want to stay alive as long as possible because they don't know what's waiting for them in the afterlife. They're probably like, I need to stretch this. I'm having a good time right now. I need to stretch it out as long as I can. Who knows what's waiting for me on the other side? I may be pushing a rock up a hill for all eternity, for all I know. So they're like, I better just enjoy this while it lasts. Or they may come back as a bug and they get squashed. So who knows? But yeah. So anyway, so I did the shopping and everything worked out good, and the store was busy as usual. I had to fight through the crowds and push that cart, lift that bale, tote that bale. I got it done. And the temperature now is 100 degrees. Yay, we made it. We're at 100 degrees. It's It's officially triple digits. It's 9:19 a.m. and I only got 16 miles on the car. I'm getting 57 miles to the gallon. Whew. I'm beat. Shopping is always such an exhausting experience. That's why I don't do the Costco ones, because if you can tell, I get tired just doing Sprouts and Vons and Albertsons. I can't imagine how tired I would be pushing that big heavy cart in Costco across all that square footage of that store. Oh no. And how heavy everything. Oh no. Everything would be a negative, negative, negative. Nothing good, all negatives. Oh yeah. Okay, nobody's here. Good news. Hello. That's Uber Eats. Have a good one. We're on our way. We've cleared the guard gate and we are on our way. Toot toot. Oh, now you guys can enjoy seeing all the $1 million homes. Oh look, they're going to have their own private 4th of July fireworks spectacular. Free parking on the golf course driving range. See, even the rich people get their own fireworks show. Oh, I think we're going all the way to the top. We got 1.6 miles to go. We're going all the way to the top of the hill. And I think they gave me a special gate code. So we're going where the ultra rich are. These are just the peasants here at the bottom. These are the peasant millionaires. And at the top are the ultra rich millionaires. And they're so rich they don't want the regular millionaires getting into their area. So they put a gate to keep them out. I always thought that was so weird. It's like you're in a guard gated community. Why do you need an additional layer of protection? It's like your neighbors that are outside of your own personal gate more dangerous? Like, I'm sorry, these regular wealthy people are hoodlums is what they must think. And they're not. They're somehow more superior. It's like if you're ultra rich and you're a hoodlum, if you're an ultra rich hoodlum, you have access to all these homes that I'm around right now because you can access both this layer and your own layer. So who protects the normal millionaires from the ultra rich hoodlums who live in the exclusive area? It sounds like it's all a big scam to me. I really don't quite understand it. Is the gate open or it's open? They're not even using the gate right now. It's open. They must close it after certain hours or something. We're gonna be going, I think, all the way to the top. So far, it looks like we're gonna have a beautiful view coming back down. The view is not as spectacular going up as it is going down. So I'm sure you'll be seeing a lot of beautiful views because the weather's crystal clear blue up here right now. So you're gonna get some really nice views once I drop off this grocery order. Oh, make a right coming up at the stop sign. I don't know if I've been to this house or not. It said something about stairs. So I've delivered to houses here that has stairs, but I can't remember. It's been a while. I'll know as I get closer whether or not I've been to this property or not. It looks like it's gonna be the last house at the very top. This road is gonna just dead end, and we're gonna be there. So But you can see the houses here are not your traditional fancy house. They look like Legos. They're just real sharp edges, rectangle shapes, squares and rectangles. There's no curves in these properties. And that's the style of these properties up here. They all have that look. And they're still building more. They have all this land for more ultra-rich people to keep on building. Someday this whole mountain range will be all houses. There won't be any more mountains left. It'll just be full up someday. That's just the way it is. The population's always growing. I don't know if the population will ever go into decline and then there'll be fewer people in the world. I thought with the pandemic there would be fewer people in the world, but I guess not. I guess they're still popping out those babies. Those babies are still a-popping. Oh, that's a pretty house up there. That's the biggest house I've seen so far. Maybe I'm delivering to that house. It says I'm going to be going straight ahead then around the bend, so it might be that house. Ooh, boy. I don't think I've ever been to this house. So far, this doesn't seem... Oh, did I turn here? Almost missed my turn. No, I've never been here before. This is new. There's a lot of construction workers up here. Not this $1 million home. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Great. Let me back up. Oh, wait, they have a driveway I can turn into. Where is their door? Come on, groceries. Let's go climb some stairs. Thank you. God, I feel like I'm climbing a mountain. It's so windy up here. Oh, I did it. Okay, let me turn back on DoorDash. Wow. That was quite the journey, let me tell you. Quite the journey. I hope their groceries are going to be okay. They ordered a lot of frozen stuff, and there was no shade to set their stuff down on. So, yeah. There's a high chance that their frozen fish is going to be all thawed out if somebody doesn't come out and grab that stuff. It didn't say to ring the doorbell, it just said leave it at the door. So I'm like, okay. Well, that's what I did. So hopefully they got the message. Oh man, there were so many construction workers up there. They were really working hard on that house. I don't have any internet right now where I'm at. I can't unpause my DoorDash. I have 16 minutes remaining. I should be out of here before the timer runs out. But now you guys can enjoy some beautiful views. I hope I can remember how to get back out of here. I think I remember I just did one turn. Oh my gosh, there's so many cars. There's so many trucks. Gotta really be careful. There's a pretty view for you. You can really see the Las Vegas Strip, and you can see all the construction they're doing and all the houses up here. When I first moved here, there were no houses up here. This was all just hiking, places to go hiking. It was all wilderness. Now look at it. It's just so wild how much building has gone on in this town. It's like the building never ends. Pretty soon there won't be any nature up here at all. It's just going to be houses, houses and more houses. I know I make a turn somewhere over here. I forget where. Maybe this guy in the white Tesla will know how to get out of here. I'll follow them. Let's see. Yeah, this is where I turn. Okay, I know where I'm at now. This is the turn off. And I'm gonna be at that gate again where the ultra rich people's gate is coming up. So we're almost out of here. You just gotta be careful when you're driving here because they have so many service vehicles coming up here, and they're usually pretty big trucks. So you gotta really watch out. It requires so many technical laborers to create these mansions. And so all of these different specialists have to come up here and do their part to complete the person's property and get it ready to go. I had to show you the view I was getting when I was going down the stairs from that house, because they had designed the stairs where it was almost like a mountain or like a rock trail. So it wasn't a straight line to get to their front door. You had to basically rock climb. It was like rock climbing. I was rock climbing my way up. Okay, I'm back in DoorDash. I was rock climbing my way up to the customer's front door, and they had all these gaps in between the steps, so I had to be careful not to trip. The whole time I was like, don't trip, don't trip. And there was some point where suddenly water appeared. I'm like, don't fall in the water, don't fall in the water. And when I finally got to the top, I felt like I was on the top of a mountain because the wind was still blowing and the sun was beating down on their front door severely. That front door is going to get destroyed. The sun is just too powerful for them to have a door facing that direction. And when I set the groceries down, it felt like I was setting the groceries on top of a skillet, a frying pan. That's how hot the ground was when I set the stuff down. And I looked to my left and right to see if there was like a shady spot to set it. There was no shady spots. So I was like, well, I'm gonna set it here, and I hope that they know that to expect it and they take it. So we'll see what happens. And the time now is 9:33 a.m. I have 20 miles on the car, and I'm getting 50 miles to the gallon, and the temperature is still 100 degrees, so I'm doing good. And money-wise, I think we're doing good as well. So looks like we're still on track for that $50. How sad. It's sad that we drive to these places where people are millionaires and we're just trying to get $50. That's what's really sad. That shows you the disparity in the world today, that you have the difference between the haves and the have-nots is so severe that it's almost shocking. It's just like you have people that are millionaires and billionaires, and it's like a certain percentage of the population. Then you got this huge percentage of the population that is just trying to survive and just trying to get by month to month to keep afloat and not go into bankruptcy. That just shows you how much despair there is between the two. You got a tiny sliver of the population making almost 90% of all the money in the country, and they don't want to give it up. They're gonna, when they pass away, they're gonna give it to their descendants, and they're gonna do the same thing. They're not gonna give it up. They're gonna just keep spending it on bigger homes and more boats and trips and just real estate and stock investments, and that's it. They're not gonna be giving it back to the community. Believe you me, you'll be lucky to see 1% of their income going to some type of charity or community, if you're lucky. And I really think that's why they really should. For the ultra rich, $9.53, 10 miles. The ultra rich really should have a much higher proportion of their income being taxed. $9.05, 10 miles, no. So that it automatically goes to help like the homeless, the mentally ill, the people who are at the poverty level, all these people, to keep them from, from just falling into the gutter and just, passing away in the gutter somewhere. They really should be a better support system out there to help these people. And the ones that should be helping are those ones that got all that darn money. $4.25 to shop for oh, that's too low. No. It was for 2-point-something miles, but it was too low. If it would have been just one item, I might have done it, but no. That's too low. Oh, this world, I tell you. $5.04 for 4 miles. This world is too much. I don't know what the future is going to look like, but if you don't have money, you're not going to enjoy it. I know that. It's only going to get worse. Poor people are only going to get poorer. I mean, look at even now. When I was a kid, poor people could afford to go to fast food restaurants and get themselves a burger and a fry. You can't even if you're poor, you can't even get yourself a damn burger and fry. I mean, the most simplest things that we used to be able to get. Now you can't get it because it's too expensive. I don't even see homeless people standing in front of the McDonald's anymore because they know they won't get anything anymore because it's too expensive. It used to be like 99 cents. You can buy like a poor person or a homeless person a burger for 99 cents and just hand it to them when you walk out. Nope, not anymore. It's like it's too expensive now, so I can't. The average person can't afford to help out a homeless person. And those ultra rich people, they won't even go to the McDonald's anymore. They send us delivery drivers to go get it so they don't have to be depressed and see anybody that's poor. They're like, oh, just send a delivery driver to get our fast food. I don't really feel like being amongst the peasants. Got the next offer from DoorDash. I'm gonna go to a tropical smoothie cafe. I'm gonna get $7 for 3.7 miles. It's now 10:21 a.m. Temperature is now 102 degrees. I have 23 miles on the car and I'm getting 54 miles to the gallon. Man, I was at home for probably 30 minutes and I just had the fan on me and I was just dozing off, waiting for the next offer to come in. And it looks like I'm going to be working until noon today because it is taking so long to get the next acceptable offer to come in. Yeah, so that's okay though. We're getting closer to the goal, so I think after this I'll have to make about $11 more to get to 50 if I did my math right. If all the tips come in. I still can't get over how fancy that house was that I delivered that Sprouts order to. I couldn't believe how crazy it was. I mean, the walk to the front door, it was the longest walk I've ever done to get to somebody's front door. I mean, except for this one house who had a really super long driveway, and I could have actually driven up, but I didn't know. It was like it had like a secret road, and I walked, so that was the furthest. But if I would have just known it was a secret road, I would have driven. But this one, I drove up into their circular driveway, and I still had a long walk to make. I had to go all across the property just to go up the stairs and get to their second floor main entrance. So it was a hike, and that'll probably be the most fanciest house we're gonna see today. It's back to the regular houses now. All right, we're close enough to the restaurant to arrive, and I'm gonna go inside. I can see that there is somebody already in the drive-through, so I'm gonna try to make my way to the door. Oh gosh, there's a garbage truck parked there. Oh dear, this is gonna be a challenge for sure. I better park here. Try to go as far away as I can so I can get out. Come on, go ahead. Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. No waiting on the order. I guess the garbage truck people were inside a tropical smoothie. There's no receipt on this order. Oh wait, no there is. Go back. There is a receipt on the order. I take it back. It's on the cup. Take a picture of the receipt. Done. Confirm. Confirm? Alright, we're going to be traveling. Where are we traveling? 8 minutes, 2.4 miles. It's a house. It's a leave at the door. Please ring the doorbell after you drop it off. Alright, I shall. See if I can get out of here before the garbage truck starts to move. Hopefully they don't back into me and crush me like a bug. Oh, I hear the garbage truck getting ready to move. I hear the beep, beep, beep. It's like, let me get out of here before they mow me down. Ooh. Glad to get out of there. It was a little too close for comfort inside of that restaurant. Ooh. Shoot. There was no waiting for the order. I just snatched it up and I was out of there. I grabbed a straw just in case they didn't put one in the bag. I don't think they did. And I think that was about it. I'm glad I didn't go through the drive-thru. There's still the same two cars that were in the drive-thru when I got there. I can see them right now. They're still in the drive-thru. So for tropical smoothie, it's always better to not use the drive-thru if you see cars, but if there are no cars, then the drive-thru's fine. I think officially they tell you not to use the drive-thru is what they officially tell you, but sometimes the front door is locked. Whew, man. Traffic right now is okay. Everything's flowing along fine. I'm just trying to stay up and motivated, because when you go from about to fall asleep at home to suddenly having to wake up and do work, it's a little bit of a shock. It's a little bit of a shock to the system. Taxi drivers do it all the time. I used to get taxis when I worked in downtown LA, and I used to get the same, or almost always I'd get the same taxi driver when I get off work at like midnight or 1 in the morning. And he'd always look like he just woke up, because I think what he would do was that he would drive home and wait until the dispatcher called him to go out and pick up somebody. So most of the time when I got a ride from this particular taxi driver, he looked like he just woke up. So that's kind of like what I do now. Now I'm the one that's laying around waiting for the dispatcher, aka DoorDash Uber Eats, to tell me to go do something. And I must look like I just woke up when I walk into these places. But yeah, so it's a little bit of a shock to the system to get used to that transition. And I'm nice and comfortable. You know, I got the air conditioning. Perfect temperature. I'm relaxed. I'm just having a good time at home. And then bling, 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 bling. Here comes the the opportunity to make some money. I'm like, okay, let's go. Let's go get some change. Collect a little bit of change. 90 minutes to go till my shift is over. And it's just amazing how I spend 50% of the time I spend it just laying around. 50% working, 50% laying around. I mean, there is some time that I do spend, should I have gotten over? Oh yeah, I guess so. It's okay, it's quiet right now. You know, it is good that I spend half the time relaxing because it helps to regenerate. Because if I had to work for 2 to 3 hours nonstop, I think I would be so tired. And I'd make a lot of mistakes going from job to job. So it's kind of good that I get these in-between breaks. The only thing I don't like is, you know, I have to drive all the way back home over and over again. That I don't like. Because, you know, I'm not getting paid for that time. That's just me trying to get back home when most drivers will go back to the nearest, they'll park at the nearest store or restaurant, and they'll wait for another offer. You know, I see one of the popular delivery drivers on YouTube. She's always reading a book, waiting for her next offer to come in. I'm like, that's good for you, but I can't do that. For one, it would hurt my eyes to read in this kind of in the sunlight. I have to be like indoors with a regular, like a lamp or something. It's the sun is too bright here to read outdoors. It's just way too bright. So yeah, it doesn't work out for me. Yup, just the way it goes. But that's okay. I don't mind it. I don't like sitting in the car for too long anyway, doing nothing. It's bad. It's bad for the circulation in your legs. You can get a blood clot if you sit too long in your car not standing up. So it's actually kind of dangerous. And it's not good for your health because you're not moving around, and day after day, you start to put on a lot of weight when you are not continuously doing something. It's bad for your cardiovascular. You end up getting high blood pressure and digestive issues and heart trouble. So you really have to make a concerted effort to not just sit in your car. Even though it does save a lot of money and saves money on gas, it's not very productive for me. It's like I can get a lot of stuff done at home if I just head back to the house after I do a delivery. I can throw in a load of laundry. I can play with the doggies. I can chat with the family. I can do all kinds of stuff. I can clean up, so I do a little cleaning up around the house, wash the dishes, prep some meals, whatever it is. There's lots of stuff you could do. Pay some bills. Make a few stock purchases, whatever it is. Whatever your fancy is that you can do at home. The only thing is I always have to keep the app on, so that way should something come in, I can snatch it up if something juicy comes in to take. Traffic is starting to build up in this particular spot. And I gotta watch out for people on bicycles. I don't think there's any sidewalk right here. How's that kid go? Oh no, there it is. I think I saw sidewalk. 2 more minutes, 0.5 miles to go. I used to stop over at this Starbucks over here and wait for another offer, but it's too hot. It's now 104. It's just too hot. There's nowhere for me to park where I would feel comfortable waiting for an offer. It's better just to head back. It's not it's no fun. So I skip it. And yeah, nothing else too exciting is going on. The customer's drink is slowly melting. I sure hope I get there soon. I feel like this is taking a long time. Like we've been hitting a lot of red lights to get to this drop off. Yeah, I thought about making a right here at this light and cutting through the shopping center, and then I'm gonna make a right at the next light. But I thought this light would turn green really quick. But so far, it's been a very long red light. I'm kind of surprised. This is not a major thoroughfare. Oh, there it goes. Whew. Come on, let's get to this drop off. Any day now. My gosh. This heat is brutal. I don't know how people hang out outside in this heat. I just saw a guy at the corner just standing there and he looked delirious. He looked like he was gonna lose his marbles if he didn't lose them already. This heat is so dangerous. Alright, let's see. This next right here, and it's going to be on the left-hand side, and they said to ring the bell. Okay. Address. I think it's the third house on the left. One house. Two house. Yeah, it's the third house. Third house. I see it. Let me just turn around. Throw my hazards on and run in. Thank you. Alright, I rang the doorbell. I did my job. Let's get out of here. Oh man, 10:37 a.m. 26 miles on the car. It's 105 degrees. 55 miles to the gallon. $8.04, 10 miles. No. Okay, let's get back home. $3.59, 11 miles. $23.04 for 18 miles. Oh, now I'm sleepy. I scraped my leg on one of the bushes as I was rounding the bend. I was grateful that there were no branches sticking out. $9 and a penny, 10 miles. Thank goodness that no branch was sticking. Because I didn't realize that the bottom of the shrubbery was sticking out as far as it was when I rounded the corner onto their sidewalk. And so if there had been a branch just sticking out, it would have cut my leg. So I'm grateful that I just brushed against leaves, not any sharp pointy branches. So that was good news. You really got to be so careful when you're walking on people's property. there are so many trip hazards. There's power cords and hoses and toys, all kinds of things. There's little lamps and little cute decorations that you can just cut yourself on and fall down. Uh-oh, something's coming in. We accept it. It's 2 deliveries. Oh boy, 2 deliveries for that tiny amount of money. Let me pause DoorDash, I'll tell you about it. Alright, we got ourselves an offer from from Uber Eats. We're gonna get do 2 deliveries. I'm gonna get $7.32 for 3 miles. It's gotta be 2 Starbucks orders. It just has to be. Yeah, 2 customers from Starbucks is what we're doing. Inching our way closer to the goal. I'm just gonna turn in here. I guess I could have made a U-turn, but I don't think it would have been safe with these cars. Better to do this maneuver. And I'm not gonna rush because it's probably not ready. I was just right here by Starbucks, so there's no point in rushing. No point in freaking out and trying to park and get there as fast as I can, because one of the orders isn't going to be ready for sure. Is it busy inside of the parking area? It looks kind of busy. I better be careful. Oh, there's a nice shady spot here. I'll take this. This looks nice. Alright, let's go in. It's about a 5-minute wait. Which customer am I delivering to first? I don't want to mix them up. Alright, so the first customer I'm delivering to is this one. I'll put it here so it's closest to me. And secure the other one so it doesn't tip over. No problems in the pickup. Everything was fairly smooth for the pickup. It was peaceful in there. They're playing the music a gentle volume for the music, so it was nice. Nothing too intense. And yeah, and these drivers are aggressive here. So give me a chance to go, please. They wouldn't even let the lady at the crosswalk cross. That's how aggressive these people are. The lady was literally right there at the crossing trying to walk, and the person just drove right past her. I don't know where we're going. Oh, there it goes. 4 minutes, 1.6 miles, a house. Leave at the door. Just leave at front door. These are 2 really cheap customers. Each one is probably tipping $1. I'm getting about $3.50 for each customer on average. So, not the most generous customers, but they are helping me. They're helping me to reach my goal, so I appreciate that. Once I drop this off, I shouldn't need more than $4 to be done for the day. I mean, to reach my goal, I have to work until 12, but it won't be much longer because the time is now 10:51. It'll be probably 11 or a little bit after by the time I drop all this junk off. And that means that I'll have only about 45 minutes to an hour until I'm done. Hopefully I don't get a giant, sometimes that happens, like it's my last few minutes of the day and some big shopping order comes in and I'm like, great, and then I have to work until like 12:30 or 1 o'clock because of it. What is this guy doing? What is happening? Somebody's not driving right. Oh no, we got a bad driver. Yeah, don't even know how to use their signal. They got a broken tail light. That's just how bad of a driver they are. Somebody broke their tail light. Oh yeah. Temperature now 106. A nice cool 106. Put your jackets on, everybody. It's getting cold. It's 106. I hope you're ready to freeze. It's so cold. I can't get over how cold it is right now. I'm trying to be an opposite world right now. My gosh, I'm freezing. 106. My God, somebody turn the heater on. It's freezing in here. Oh boy. It's easily gonna be 115 today by the time the evening comes. Hottest point of the day happens at around 6 o'clock. And it is so hot. When I read it on, I'm already inside. I'm not out at that time, obviously. It's too damn hot. But the thermometer, it shows you the temperature, and I'm like, wow, it is hot. It is unbelievable. Roasting out there. It's so hot that you don't even want to get into a swimming pool because the temperature puts the pool at hot bath water. So you don't even want to get in because it's just like taking a hot bath. You're outside in the hot air inside of a hot bathtub. It is not a pleasant experience. There's no way to cool off. It's coming up shortly here. I need to make a turn somewhere. Where's the turn? Oh, there it is. Ay. Drop off. I hope the second one isn't an apartment, but I have this funny feeling that the second drop off is going to be an apartment. Do they have any special instructions? Nope. Just leave at front door. I wonder if this is the house I delivered to recently on the left-hand side. It looks like it. It's funny how people that use this service, they use it over and over and over again. And all these other houses around me I never drop off to. It's always the same houses. I believe it come before this brick wall. There it is. I see it. Turn around. Same house. Repeat customer. Oh. Yep, I got the root one. 5 minutes is next, 1.2 miles. Of course, it's an apartment. Leave at the door. Building number is all the way up the hill to the back of the complex. The gate code is. I just noticed they have a table that says, please leave packages here. But I didn't see it the last time I went to that house because it was to my right behind a column, and the table is so dusty that it doesn't stand out. And they have a sign on it, and the sign is so faded you can barely read what it says. But it did say to place packages here. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna place your package on this dusty old table. That's what I did. That's what I heard. So the next one's real close, and it's going to take me closer back to my zone, so that's good news. But I have to go deep into this complex, and it is a deep complex. It's not like it's right off of this street. You got to go way back to get to the apartment complex. It's really shocking how far back it is for an apartment. Most apartment complexes are usually just off of the road. Not this one. This one sits real deep onto the property. Make sure it's safe to make your right turn. All right. Oh, there's somebody on a bicycle up ahead. It looks like they're going to be perfectly timed for my right turn. I hope I don't crunch them. Let me start to slow down to let them go on by. I don't want to crunch them down. Alright, gate code. It's broken. I'm gonna try to sneak through, going the opposite direction. I hope another car isn't coming. There's no teeth to catch me, but okay, I made it in. Yeah, the code box, the Sun finally destroyed their digital code box. I don't know why they upgraded all of these call boxes to digital, because the Sun here is so strong, it will destroy people's it'll destroy electronics. It's such a scam. I don't know why. I don't understand why they paid all this money for these digital call boxes here. When the temperature gets so hot, it destroys electronics out in the sun. Not very smart. What's the building number? All right, 12. They said all the way in the back. Which way to 12 according to the sign? It says go this way. I'm just following what the sign says. You told me go left, but the sign said go right. The building all the way up to the hill, to the back of the complex. Gate code is, okay, nothing else. No other instructions. Now, I've been to an apartment here, and I'm going to go to that particular apartment door because, well, you know, repeat customers. It probably is a repeat customer. So I've been to this specific building, and I've only been to this particular door or walkway, and they're the ones that always order. So that's what I'm going to count on when I head over here. And if I'm wrong, I'll have to compensate. Is there a parking spot open? I'll just go straight ahead and park in this person's parking spot. Hopefully they don't come back. They don't come while I'm delivering. All right, let's do it. Thank you. $109 degrees. 11:02 a.m. 29 miles on the car. 55 miles to the gallon. $4 more to 50. Ooh-wee. I'm gonna hit 110 any second now. There's no stopping it now. 110 is around the corner. Try to be polite, and the people panic. They're like, oh my God, you're stopping for me? Nobody ever waits for me when I back up. They just gun their cars. They speed up. It was not the door I normally deliver to. It was an apartment above that I never delivered to before. So that was a surprise. It was like, wow. I thought for a second I was going to have to go to the other side of the building. But no, it was the door just one floor up. So I had to climb those stairs to drop it. And I don't think they had any instructions for ringing a doorbell, so I just left it and took a picture and off I went. Not that I recall. If they did, I'm sorry. I forgot. Sometimes I forget to ring the bell. I feel bad. But in general, you can hurt your tips if you ring the bell and they don't tell you to, because you'll disturb the whole household. And then they give you a nasty rating. $7, 9 miles. That's one of the first things you have to learn when you do this job is, and it's very important, is not to ring the doorbell unless they tell you to ring the doorbell. Because if you ring it as a default, you piss off a lot of people and you don't get your tip, especially for Uber Eats. On DoorDash, you get the tip no matter what, but it will affect your rating. And I don't know about the other apps, but I just go by my standard. If they don't ask me to knock or ring, I don't knock or ring, because the app sends them a message that it's delivered. It sends them that I'm approaching. They get all kinds of information. The driver's on the way. The driver has arrived. The driver has delivered. They get multiple messages to their phone, so there's no reason to ring or knock. $9.50, 10 miles. There's no reason. No point at all. Whew. And once again, the sun is on my side of the car. Oh, I swear. One of these days, I'm going to get my windows tinted. Everybody in this town has their windows tinted except me. I think I didn't tint them because I wanted passengers to not feel weird when they get in the car. You know, like when I drove people around. I wanted them to see like there's nobody, like, you know, they could see that I was in the car. 'Cause it's kind of creepy when you get into a car and you can't see who's in there and you're about to get a ride. So this way they can see when you pull up and they can see, oh, okay, it's safe to get in. These cars with the windows all tinted, it's like, who knows who's in there when you open the door. You can end up with Jack the Ripper when you open the door. You end up screaming when you see their face, like, ah! It's like, don't tint your windows. I didn't know you looked that scary. Oh. I hope I get an offer before I get back home. I'm gonna be so pooped by the time I get home. I may not come back out, and I can't park. It's too hot. I need to get back. That sun is so strong. Even with the air going, it doesn't seem to really make that much of a difference. I mean, the air, of course, makes a difference. So, you know what I mean? I'm not as comfortable as being at home. It's like parts of my body where the air conditioning is hitting feels cool, and other parts feel like they're right next to the oven door. This is lunch rush time, so I should get something. I'm real close to the Starbucks is right to my left, and I've got a Wendy's over there, and then I got Shake Shack coming up. I got a lot of places that could be summoning right now. Here comes something. $6.50, 7.2 miles to Tacos Los Barrios. No thanks. It's gotta be within my metrics. I spend a lot of time, day and night, figuring out my calculations for what's acceptable to, so I don't drive too many miles. That's the number one thing people will say when you're doing this driving thing is that, oh, you're going to ruin your car. Like, you're going to ruin your car if you do any of that gig work. Gig work destroys cars. And it's true. It will destroy it if you don't manage the jobs you accept properly. You will have so many car bills. All your money's going to go to the repair shop. So you have to do everything you can to preserve the miles on your car, because that's what it's about. Your car has to be serviced every so many miles. Tires have to be rotated every so many miles. You got to get new tires every so many miles. Every so many miles, rocks hit your car and you get a cracked windshield. all that stuff. So you gotta really make sure you're getting a fair. Is there an ambulance? Oh, it's a fire truck. He's not coming over here. Yeah. So yeah, you really have to manage that. If you let the app boss you around and just you take anything, you're gonna end up your car breaking down. You're gonna spend thousands of dollars to repair it, and then there goes all your profits that you made doing it. So I think that's the toughest part about this job is it's the maintenance. It's like just making sure you do what's right for you. And most people when they do this, they don't think about that. They just think I want the money. Just give me the money. Something's coming in that's acceptable. Accept. Let me turn off Uber Eats and I'll tell you about it. Our prayers have been answered. Okay, got the next one from DoorDash. We're going to be going to North Italia. It's a restaurant in the district. I'm going to get $9.75 for 4.5 miles. It's over. It's over and done. This was the last one. North Italia restaurant. Most of the time the food's not ready. I would say 90% of the time you walk in there and you just have a seat. Sometimes they'll tell you it won't be ready for another 20 minutes. I've had that happen before. I'm just like, oh no. And I'm super close to the restaurant right now. So high probability I'm going to have to wait. Extremely high probability. I may just get back in my car and just sit and fish for other offers. Well, that's not North Italia. Why would I turn there? Exit. Arrived at store. I'm close enough. This right here is Flower something. Flower Child. I've never eaten there. Have I eaten at North Italia? I can't remember if I've eaten at North Italia or not. I want to say no. Let's see. Is there a pickup spot on the other side? Is it even open? There's like nobody here. To go. That's what I want. I'm going to park at the to go. 15-minute limit. Good. Let's go in. Can't believe it was ready. Directions. We're going to be traveling 8 minutes, 4 miles. We're going to be going to a house. It's a leave at the door and don't ring the bell. That's fine with me. I couldn't believe it. There was no waiting. The food was just in the kitchen and the guy had to go all the way to the back of the restaurant to get the order. So it was a long walk for him. I just stood by the front door waiting for him to bring it. It was real simple. It was just a one item, spaghetti and meatballs. That's it. That's all this customer wanted. They're probably spending $30 for spaghetti and meatballs. I could have made them spaghetti and meatballs myself and I would have charged them less money. I would have used some ragu sauce, and then a box of noodles I would have just boiled on the stove. It's funny the things that people will pay a lot of money for. It's really odd to me. It's like, why would you pay this much money for something so basic? You could just make it at home yourself. I don't think I've ever eaten spaghetti and meatballs at any restaurant that was so sensational. I said, "Ooh, I've got to order this again." Never. Now pizza's a different story. I've had pizza from different restaurants, and I'm like, "Wow, this pizza is delicious," and I want to go back again. But not Not spaghetti and meatballs. I mean, maybe lasagna. Like lasagna, for some reason, it tastes more special. But just a bunch of noodles and some meatballs and some sauce, I'm like, no thanks. And so yeah, we're all done. This is gonna achieve the goal. I'm gonna be over $50 at this point, and it's gonna probably take me about 5-6 miles, I think, to get back home. So gonna be over the limit. I'm gonna be once I drop this off, it will be 36 miles. So I'm gonna end up with probably about 40, the low 40s for miles on the car. So yeah. And this light, let me tell you, is so long. And right here, they're going to be building a pedestrian bridge. So this light will no longer function like this when they're finally done. They're going to have a bridge that all these pedestrians will walk over. Because you can see what a waste of time this is to have to wait because people press the crosswalk button. I'm like, oh man, let's go. Come on. Hopefully the freeway is not too packed. This time of day, I don't think. Oh, we reached it. 110 degrees, everybody. Woohoo, 110 degrees. Oh, my Lord. We got to go all the way to Gibson Road. 2.7 miles to the next freeway exit. Why does the last delivery always have to take me so far away? It says I should be dropping off by about 11:25. So, good news. That means I should definitely be home by noon, which is perfect. I'm gonna press the button now to stop request. No, it won't even let me. They've removed the button that says stop accepting orders. They've deleted it for this order. I don't know why. My poor car having to drive in this heat, man, brutal. And this heat is so dry, you don't sweat, so you just feel hot, but you don't feel sweaty. So it's a good kind of heat, but it's so dangerous for vehicles. You're gonna see a lot of broken down cars when we're driving with flat tires, because the heat will pop the tires of the cars that that have older tires. If the tires are bare, they'll heat up and pop, especially with all the potholes in this road and the rocks. We got a lot of rocks in this town. Well, traffic so far is light. We're flowing along to the exit. I don't think there's a gate code or anything like that, so the drop off should be just fine. I'll probably take this street all the way back. I mean, maybe. Just depends how far away the entrance is to the freeway to get back. Oh, it's 111. Ooh. It keeps going higher. Well, it popped back down. It was a brief moment. I remember the first time when I moved here and I started seeing the thermometer in my car go sky high like this, I would really freak out because I wasn't used to temperatures that high. I thought that wasn't even possible, that there would be a place on Earth that would get so hot. I'm like, how could it possibly be this hot? That happened. Did you ever hear about those people that traveled here in the pioneer days? And they thought they could handle the heat because where they lived, they thought they experienced the hottest temperatures on Earth. They thought maybe 100, 105, but no, it got to 120, 25 when they were traveling in their covered wagon in the pioneer days to come to California. And of course they died. They didn't make it. They did not make it, unfortunately. Oh. I'm making a ride at the next light. Oh, I didn't have to wait for those cars. I had my own lane. I didn't realize. Okay, I'm gonna turn here. I know it's a leave at the door. don't think there's a way out of this neighborhood to go back. So I think I'll just make a U-turn and come back this way. I think this whole area, this whole neighborhood is it's a closed community. There's only one way in and one way out. Yeah, everything says no outlet. Every side street to my left, because I want to travel south when I get out of here. But there's no openings. Everything shows closed, closed, closed. Closed circuit. Make a left here, and it's going to be on the right-hand side. Yeah, it's a closed circuit. There's no way out. Is it this one? No. How about this one? Is it this one? Where's your address? I can't read your address. You have a plant growing on it. Is it this? Yes, this one here. Alright, we made it. Thank you. Don't switch zones. I'm going to see if there's a way to get out of here going this way. How could all of these people live in this giant community and have no other exit point? That doesn't make sense. So let's see what happens if I go this way. I'm at the far west end of this community. Let's see where this takes me. Look how big it is. There's got to be another exit. All these people cannot be going out from that spot. I'm sorry. That's not possible. So I'm going to venture this way and continue to try to get out going this way. And if I can't, well, whatever. I'm at least still making my way back towards home. Maybe it's a longer way, but so be it. Yeah, I don't see any exit points yet. Oh, man. Well, that drop-off was easy. It was hot. It's getting hot and windy now. So that's not a good feeling. Now it's hot, and when the wind blows, it's painful. Uh-oh. There's no exit point. I think it's going to tell me to go back all the way back where I was before. Oh, please don't tell me that. I'm going to still keep trying. Now you watch, it's going to just dead end, and I have to go all the way back. I don't see a sign that says anything. So it must still keep going. Let's keep trying. I think it's still going to let us keep going. Oh shoot, this is a school. Oh dear. Alright, I'm back on track.